Hello and welcome back to Explain the Charts. Today we will be doing an in-depth analysis of ETHUSD. First, let's look at some of the recent news concerning Ethereum. We can see significant positive sentiment in the market, with several reports of Ethereum's price rising and increasing interest from major investors. This potentially bullish news will be taken into account in our chart analysis. Looking at the daily chart, we can see a recent surge in price. There has been quite an increase in volume during the price surge, reinforcing the bullish momentum. However, we must also consider that a significant price drop followed a previous similar volume increase. Let's zoom in to get a better idea of this. The recent price surge seems to have been short-lived, with a quick correction following the initial jump. Note the increase in volume during both the surge and the correction. This behavior is significant, signaling strong buying pressure initially and possibly panic selling during the quick drop. It's important to consider that past performance does not guarantee future returns. Let's switch to the hourly chart to see a more detailed view of this recent price action. The hourly chart allows us to closely examine price movements within the larger trend. Here we see multiple instances of rapid increases and decreases in price, suggesting volatility. The candlestick patterns show strong bullish and bearish moves, which is consistent with the daily chart. We also see a large volume of trades that occurred during the periods of significant changes in price. To further analyze this volatility, let's examine the 15-minute chart. Here we can see the very short-term fluctuations in price and volume. The quick, sharp increases and drops we see here are indicative of increased trader activity. Remember, excessive volatility can lead to substantial gains, but also significant losses. This high volatility is reflected in all of the timeframes that we've looked at. Now let's recap some crucial price levels. Based on our analysis, we have observed several areas of support and resistance. On the daily chart, the $3,000 price point has shown resilience as support in the past. The $3,500 level has been a strong resistance level. The current price action suggests continued volatility. Short-term traders could exploit these price movements for profits, but they should be aware of the significant volatility which may cause losses. On the other hand, long-term investors may focus more on whether the broader trend remains bullish or bearish. We will now talk about the likelihood of the future price levels. In terms of future predictions, a continuation of the upward trend above $3,500 seems to be quite unlikely in the short term due to the rapid correction that we've seen recently. However, a potential increase to $3,500 with an increased buying pressure in the volume could still be possible and would reinforce the likelihood of a long-term bullish trend. A break below $3,000 would be a bearish signal, significantly increasing the likelihood of a substantial price correction. The key to watching these price levels will be monitoring volume and price action closely. The $3,000 level is very important and would be extremely significant if it is broken. Keep an eye on upcoming news and events, as these may have a significant impact on ETHUSD.